Let's look at some specific points. Our entry point is kidney 1. Our exit point is kidney 22. Our Shi cleft point is kidney 5. Yuan source point is kidney 3. We look at our antique or transporting points. We see our Jing well point is kidney 1, associated with wood. Our Ying spring point is kidney 2, associated with fire. Our Shu stream point, I shouldn't have to tell you at this point, is kidney 3. It's a yin channel, so it is the same as the Yuan source point. That is our earth point. Our Jing well point is kidney 7. It is the metal point. And our He point is kidney 10, water point on the water channel. So kidney 10 is also our Harari point. The Luo point, kidney 4. The front Mu point, gallbladder 25. I know that says gallbladder, but it's really gallbladder. And our back shu is urinary bladder 23. Kidney 1. Bubbling spring. This is our Jing well point, as I said. The wood point. The wood point on the water channel. This is the sedation point. And the entry point, right? The first place on the channel that the chi of the channel becomes accessible to us. It's on the sole of the foot, in the depression, when the foot is plantar flexed, approximately at the junction of the distal 1/3 and proximal 2/3 of the sole of the foot, the plantar surface of the foot. Dedman and Al-Kafaji state that this is approximately, or this is between, the second and third metatarsals. So on the plantar surface of the foot, or the sole of the foot, between the second and third metatarsals, in the depression when the foot is plantar flexed, approximately the junction of the distal 1/3 and proximal 2/3 of the sole. The point will tonify yin, clear heat, subdue empty heat, calm the mind, clear the brain, and restore consciousness. Indications: headache, that's HA, it's headache, blurry vision, dizziness, sore throat, loss of voice, dysuria. LOC is loss of consciousness, right? So we restore consciousness. Why sore throat and loss of voice? Clearing heat, particularly heat from yin deficiency, which means dryness in the throat, which can lead to loss of voice, right? This is the loss of voice from an interior pathogenic situation, and not from a wind cold attack, right? Or wind heat attack. This is a loss of voice from dryness due to yin deficiency. So we'll see other signs of yin deficiency. Maybe night sweats, right? Maybe what we call 5 centers heat, which is heat in the palms of the hands, the soles of the feet, and the center of the chest. Also, we'll see a malar flush, right? A flushing in the cheeks that changes with the time of day. And an indication is also infantile convulsions, which goes to calming the mind, clearing the brain, restoring consciousness. Kidney 3, Tai Shi, Great Stream Ravine. This is our Shu stream point and our earth point, our Yuan source point. In the depression between the tip of the medial malleolus and the Achilles tendon. In the depression between the tip of the medial malleolus and the Achilles tendon. Actions for kidney 3, tonifies the kidneys, right? This is the Yuan source point. Benefits the essence, the Jing, strengthens the low back and knees, and regulates the uterus. Indications: sore throat, toothache, deafness, tinnitus. This is the kind of tinnitus. Remember we discussed ringing in the ear. And there are 2 types of tinnitus generally. There is a high-pitched and a low-pitched. High-pitched is generally a liver yang ascending situation, or an excess heat situation. If there's excess yang ascending into the head, causing this high pitch. And when you cover your ears, the sound actually gets louder because it's an excess situation. And as such, when you put more energy in by covering your ears, it will actually get louder. The tinnitus that we see benefited by the use of kidney 3 is a deficiency of the kidneys. And this is a low-pitched tinnitus, maybe a little softer. And if we cover the ears, if we put more energy, if we close the system and put more qi into the ear and stop qi from escaping, it should get softer still, right? The tinnitus sound should either go away or reduce in volume. And that's one of the ways we could tell whether it's an excess or deficient type tinnitus, right? If it's high-pitched and gets louder, it's going to be more of a ascendant yang situation. If it's a lower pitch and gets better when we cover the ears, that's more of a deficiency situation. Spitting of blood, generally due to heat. Dizziness, asthma, right? Because the kidneys help to govern the reception of qi. So if there's something interfering with that function, asthma, wheezing could be a result. Thirst and irregular menstruation. These are all indications that speak to tonifying the kidneys, benefiting the essence, regulating the uterus, strengthening the lower back and knees. Kidney 6. Xianohai. Shining sea. Master point of the yin chao mai, the yin heel vessel. This is in the depression below the tip of the medial malleolus. In the depression below the tip of the medial malleolus. Actions. Nourishes yin, benefits the eyes. Calms the mind, invigorates the yin chao mai, the yin heel vessel. Cools the blood, benefits the throat. Promotes the function of the uterus. Opens the chest. Why would it open the chest? Because we have a connection right to Ren 17 through the primary channel. And cools heat. Indications, so these would be signs and symptoms that we might see that the point could be indicated or used for. Irregular menstruation. Morbid leukorrhea, which is vaginal discharge with indicating of damp heat, generally, when you have morbid leukorrhea. So it's vaginal discharge that may be yellow, that may be foul-smelling. Prolapse of the uterus. Pruritus vulva, which is vaginal itching. Asthma. Frequent urination. Urine retention. Again, that could be because of dampness and heat obstructing. Constipation, epilepsy, insomnia, and sore throat. So it's quite a point that's used quite often, right? Kidney 3, kidney 6, kidney 7, used very often. Nourishes yin, benefits the eyes, calms the mind, invigorates the yin chao mai, cools the blood, benefits the throat, promotes the function of the uterus, opens the chest, and cools heat. Used or indicated in cases of irregular menstruation, morbid leukorrhea, prolapse of the uterus, pruritus vulva, asthma, frequent urination, urine retention, constipation, epilepsy, insomnia, and sore throat. Kidney 7, Fuliu, returning flow. This is the Jing River point, the metal point, and the water channel, so it's the tonification point. Two sun directly above kidney 3 on the anterior border of the Achilles tendon. think of kidney 3 to tonify the kidney and the kidney yin. Kidney 6 will tonify the kidney and the kidney yin, a clear heat, and kidney 7 is going to tonify the kidney yang. Right, it does tonify the kidney, resolves damp, eliminates edema, strengthens the lower back, and regulates sweating. So our indications: edema, swelling, abdominal distension, diarrhea, borborygmus, muscular atrophy of the leg, night sweating, spontaneous sweating. Now, these could be due to kidney yin deficiency, but they could also be due to exuberant kidney yang because of yin deficiency, and febrile disease without sweating. So let's take a look at our kidney channel, right? It comes up. Right, so we're coming up here from the plantar surface of the foot, crossing the medial aspect of the foot. Kidney 2, behind the median malleolus, between the median malleolus and the kidney and the Achilles tendon or the calcaneal tendon. Generally, on the point's going to be right on the anterior surface or portion of the Achilles tendon. It's the midpoint between the tip of the median malleolus and the Achilles tendon. Kidney 3, kidney 4, kidney 5, kidney 6, just below the tip of the median malleolus. Right. Kidney 7 and 8, kidney 9, at the medial end of the popliteal crease, kidney 10. Okay, and then the channel runs up the posterior medial aspect of the thigh. Okay. Goes deep and enters the coccyx here, and then enters the spine to enter the kidney. It enters the spine into the lumbar spine, then exits into the kidneys. And a branch goes up to connect with the liver through the diaphragm, to connect with the lung, like to pass through the heart, connect with the pericardium, and it continues up to connect with the base of the tongue, the root of the tongue. And then another branch from the kidney moves down to connect with the urinary bladder, and then comes to the surface, just above the pubic symphysis, half a sun lateral to the anterior midline. And it ascends the anterior surface of the body, the abdomen, half a sun lateral to the anterior midline, until we come level to the lower border of the xiphoid process, and half a sun lateral at kidney 21. Then the channel ascends superolaterally, and the next point is kidney 22 in the 5th intercostal space. And then that's 2 sun lateral to the anterior midline. And then there's a point in each of the intercostal spaces until the channel ends at kidney 27, which is in the subclavicular space, 2 sun lateral to the anterior midline.